Okay, you get the first sniff since it's your wine. Horrible.
I know, doesn't feel good, but give it a try.
Wow, it is brown in color. Brown.
Well, we better get our backup out. That was a good thought.
Ooh. I get manure on the nose. Ooh.
I don't know. It's not that horrible.
No, and you let it open up for a second.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
Manure on the nose. Ooh,
I got a little manure on that, like earthy manure, compost.
Ooh, something. I think it's the
But
cork.
behind it, I'm getting almost like a sherry, dried fruit flavor aromas.
Yeah, the cork gets better. You know, it's a rotting cork.
This may actually, remember, it's been sitting in there 57 years.
Yeah,
Well,
we
not
got to give it a
50,
chance.
From when they bottled it, at least. So at least 54 years or so.
With all the
Okay, I'm gonna taste it. It almost smells like a port or a sherry. Now it's opened up. That manure is blowing off.
Yeah, it's more of a port. It's like gotten thick.
It is so thin and light, but it's not bad actually. There's nothing left in it. It's almost like water wine, you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Look at the acidity it still has. Is that incredible?
Yeah.
In this much time. But
Very.
I'm actually getting nice, like almost plum flavors. Prunes and plums. Light on the nose. It does remind me of port.
You know, it's got that like thick aged, you know, smell to it and a little bit of a taste, but as you said, it's thin and watery. So it's a hard one to call.
But it's drinkable. It does, but it's not like it. You know, we've had older bottles where we had to pour it out. We couldn't get past it.
Oh yeah.
Wow. 57 years old from a fourth growth. 1952. Pauillac. Pauillac's one of the primo regions in Bordeaux. That's where Lafite is, Milon is, Dijon, Milon. It's incredible there. The chateaus
there, definitely. It's a great bottle here, maybe. Still got a lot of bite to it.
Yeah, this may open up still. I mean, it's gotten better already in a few minutes.
Oh yeah, it's gotten rid of all that musty, as you call it, manure smell. It wasn't the most pleasant earthy smell. It's a brownish.
Brown, oh yeah. Looks like an old Barolo.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually clear, but it's so thick colored that it makes it cloudy. It's not like there's any sediment up there.
You can tell this is a long time ago before they had the fining techniques and how they clean up like today.
Yeah, it's
this
a
is
really
old
raw
style
wine.
Bordeaux. Very old style Bordeaux, which who gets to taste anymore, right?
Yeah, it's very unusual, and it's a treat for sure.
In the 60s and 70s, Bordeaux went through a lot of changes, you know, in the 80s even more, getting more sophisticated with their equipment, their winemaking. You know, this is the old kind.
No, this is when, you know, it was really, you know, it would probably even maybe stomp with the feet.
Yeah, it could.
It was that type of mentality.
That's what that smell was.
I do recognize it. But it's one of those.
Reason, that wasn't appealing. No, but it's true, and they didn't have any temperature control vats and all that. It was just you and nature making wine.
Oh yeah, we're talking 52. And people don't understand about Europe that we're coming out of the war and everything. And I mean, even when I first went over there, you know, everything was drunk warm. I got used to drinking white wines warm because they looked at me and they go, refrigeration? What are you talking about? It's the same temperature, you know, as whatever they all are. You know, when they bring them out of their cellars, that was the way you drunk them. And so, this is old school. I've forgotten how old
this
school.
This is real. I forgot all about it too to now.
You know, I haven't delved back, you know. I mean, the threat of a 45 made me come out of my closet, but I'm surprised, you know.
But the thing is, it's still drinkable. We can drink this bottle.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
We don't have to pour it out. That's amazing. That really is. For a fourth growth from a chateau that was run down at that time, you know, and...
Well, I've always been a fond believer. That's why I get into this. Because it's like, you know, I love vintage champagne, boy do I ever, and everybody tells me you can't do it. And I've got, you know, 40, you know, plus year old bottles of champagne that I know are just fantastic. And, you know, I wasn't worried about the bottle, except the transportation of coming back, you know, across country. It gets out of your control, and you're just always like, I mean, you know, the label, you know, looked worse for wear when it got back. I said, oh, you know, I just like cringed that it had been through something I didn't want to know about.
But it's amazing that you traveling cross country with it. I mean, something this old and fragile got roughed up really bad.
Yeah,
it recovered a little from sitting in the cellar, standing up, but still.
Okay, let's get to it then. Oh, this is interesting. What do you think of it, Stevie?
The wine?
Yeah.
I really like. I think it's still. I'm so happy to drink something. I've never drank anything from the year I was born, and I always wanted to. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. I mean, it's not good either in certain ways, but I appreciate it for what it is. You know, and I'm enjoying it, and it is put in our way.